Hi, I'm Jim and this is Jim's Fix-It Shop, and I just got an email from Joseph. Probably shouldn't say his last name, but he started out with saying, congratulations, you almost have 20,000 subscribers. Well, I thought I'd be way past that by now, but I guess it's the nature of the beast, because if you fix your snapper correctly and take care of it, it'll last you another 20 years. So most of my subscribers are, when they get the machine fixed, they just unsubscribe. What can you do? I'm subscribed, somewhere I seen that. I tried to look again and I couldn't find it. But the last time I noticed it, it told me that I was subscribed to 158 different YouTube channels. Well, it's free. And if I watched them once and I thought it was something interesting and well done, I subscribe to them. I may never watch them again. I think there's 3 people that I actually watch consistently on YouTube. Now, Joseph also said, I love your reviews. You should do more of them. Well, Joseph, I just happen to have something that I wasn't going to do this video or this review until I got my receiver. Thing's heavy, I can't get it on the box. Good grief. Man, they don't have any receivers in stock right now. They did just get a hold of me and said that they're just getting into Amazon, and as soon as they can, they'll ship me one. But this is Dovoh's new 4 laser level. This is a professional unit that's made to be used outside. Now, the receiver is something that sees the laser when you can't. Once you're past, it's very nice hard plastic case. Once you're past the, I think it's 96 feet is what it's supposed to project, depending on the sunlight. That's as far as you can see it with your eye. Now, I've never tried the glasses. Maybe you can see it farther. I'll have to try that. But the receiver can see the signal up to 196 feet. And I guess as soon as I get a receiver in, we'll do another video on this thing and show you how that works. Now, this is a very nice case. It says push to lock, pull to unlock. You don't pull on the outer tab. There's an inner tab that you pull on and it pops it open. And then you just push it shut to latch it. Very nice case. What's in it? My. Okay, I'll be honest. I've been playing with this a little bit. It's a very nice machine. Now, these are high impact plastic with rubber grippies, so you can hang on to it a little better than the slippery plastic. And they also said that it is impact resistant. They actually want me to drop this on the cement floor. That just goes against my grain altogether. I just cannot bring myself to throw this down on the floor. It's just, I'm sorry, but I just can't do it. Now, if you want to see it, there's a lot of videos online that reviews on this, and then guys just drop this thing on the floor, don't think nothing of it. I just can't do it. I'm sorry. I just... Now, we get the laser in it. Very nice padded foam fitted case. I hope you can see that. Let me drag you over here a little bit. We'll tip you down. Now, you get a charging base. The batteries snap into here, and you get the wire. It goes into a USB plug. And something nice about this one, they even give you the cube for charging it. A lot of them do not. They just say, well, this is what you need, and use your old phone charging cube. But you get that too. You get a remote. If you're 96 feet away from this thing and you want to turn off and on one of the horizontal or one of the vertical lines, I've been in the shop all day today, and I don't know if it's the dirt or the heat. I have a problem breathing anyway, and that's why I cough all the time. Doctor tells me, don't worry, you just have a chronic cough. Well, I would think something is causing that cough, seeing I used to work in a place called Dresser Industries, and it was my lovely job to machine all of the very large asbestos brake shoes. Yeah. Of course, back then they didn't tell you, don't breathe that stuff. It's going to kill you. They have a nice little scissor jack to put your laser on if you want to move it up and down just slightly. All aluminum. You get 2 batteries. They both come pretty much fully charged. You get a green target, and you can stand this up, or you can use this magnet and hang it from your suspended ceiling tile. They work awesome for that. God, all the suspended ceilings I put in, and I had to use a tape measure from the floor up. Sure wish I had one of these back then. You have an adapter that goes from 1/4-20 to 1/2-13. 1/4-20 in the bottom of this laser. That's a typical tripod base like the camera's sitting in. And this is more of a professional surveyor's tripod, which is extremely expensive. But they're very rigid, heavy, and they don't move around or jiggle in the wind. Instruction manual. I'm not real big on them. You have a pair of green glasses. I don't know, we're going to try these bad boys out and see if it really helps me see the line outside. Never tried them before. And you get this mount. Now this mount it's got everything beat. Spring-loaded clip. Let me tip this up so you're more straight looking at this thing. This is a spring-loaded clip for mounting it on a ladder rung or I-beam or wherever you want to put it. And it's also adjustable. That is probably about 3/4 of an inch. Now, if you want to hook it on an I-beam, you need it to be shorter than that. So you kind of push in on it, and it has a ratchets in the holes here. So you can clamp that onto something about 1/8 of an inch, which would be a suspended ceiling grid work. You have a lock on this side with a dial to raise this thing up and down to get exactly where you want it. You can hang this from a nail. Now I know this is upside down, but it pops off. Now here's another keyhole so you can hang it on a nail or a screw on the wall. You can snap this back on this way and do the same thing and get it away from the wall a little bit. Or you can snap it on right onto the I-beam on the side of the building or any metal object that you have around that you can use for a tripod. I'm not going to be able to put this on my tripod because I'm going to be using that with the camera outside. We're going to go out and see how good this thing can see. Now, to turn this off and on, it's pretty straightforward. I always flash myself with these. It's got a little button on the top that says, it's got the little circle with the line in it. And then underneath of it, it's got a P with a funny little mark. I don't know if you can see that or not. Get the glare right, you might be able to. But that's the pulse mode. You won't see it pulsing because I imagine it's too fast, but the receiver does. Now you push this and hold it. Oh, I guess I better put the battery in. Told you I've been playing with this. I just forgot I took the battery back out. Very simple. You put the magnetic, or not the magnetic, but the metal strips in, because that's the contacts, and snap it shut. Now we can push on it and get it fired up. You have to hold it. Now this is in the stationary. I don't know if I can get. I got a couple of engines, as you can see. Here's a 17.5 horse upside down and another one there I got to work on. Let's see, you can see the line here. Now this would be more for want to get the, now it has 2 horizontal lines. If you're doing a floor job and you need something close to the floor, that's what the other one is over there. You should be able to see both of them. I can move this junk out of my way. There's one here. Yeah, you can see that barely. One right here, and there's another one up here. That's the lower one. That is about a 1/2 inch off the floor. That's the upper one. You push it again, that's both. We'll get the upper one going. Now we have one vertical line. Now we have the other vertical line. We'll push it again. Now we have both vertical lines and one horizontal line. Now this is not in the self-leveling mode. This is in the mode so you can turn it and do work. Well, I put in all ceramic tile in my kitchen, and one of these would have been so helpful because I put all the backsplash and the floor on a 45-degree angle to the walls. The countertop runs with the wall, and the backsplash she wanted them turned. Had to snap a lot of lines, and once you spread your mastic over it, your line is gone. These are so nice. And let's see how this thing works. That turns them off. Now they're all off. I don't know where I can shoot this where you can see it. I guess we'll just go outside and play with it. There's the upper horizontal line. One vertical, the other vertical, and 2 verticals. Now, if you shut this off with the button, the way we turned it on, you got to push and hold it. Then you have this switch on the side that shows a lock and a lock unlocked. That unlocks the pendulums. And as soon as you do that, one of the lines come on. The lower horizontal line comes on automatically. We'll get the upper horizontal line. You got to push and hold that button for a second. Now there's 3 of them. Can't tip them. Them are self-leveling. Gotta be careful. I always get flashed with these things. So that's the functions of it. It's very simple to use. This battery is down to 2 bumps. It was charged, but like I said, I've been playing with it. So I'm going to take it out and set it on the hood of my truck and see how far this thing, we can see it without the glasses and how far I can see it with the glasses. Somewhere in here, all this writing, it said how far it will project without the receiver. And I believe it was about 90 feet. Well, we can't go any farther because that's Dutch. Has a 2-year limited warranty on the unit. Oop, sorry about that. It has a 5-year accuracy warranty. And I'm not sure if I get a warranty because I didn't buy this. But this is their new P4-360G. A while ago I did a review on a P3. This is a new one they just come out with. And right now, working range 98 feet. And the working range with the receiver is 130 to 197 feet. And that all depends on the outside brightness. Obviously, none of these work too well in direct sunlight, but it's kind of sunny out there, and we're going to go out and see what this thing will do. Better take my phone in case Joseph calls. So, my little must still be on. My little indicator light was on for the battery. So we'll take the remote and the glasses and see what that does for me. Like I said, we'll set this on the hood of the car. I don't know what I'm going to be able to level it with. I might take me a minute to get this leveled out on the hood. But when I get it ready, I'll come back and we'll see what this looks like outside. Hang on. Okay, we got it set up and we're 30 feet away from the garage, and it's pretty bright out here. And that's a pretty light colored siding, which isn't helping any. But I do have this target. Let me get this camera down here. Get it so it shines better. There's one line there. See, now you can't, it doesn't show up on this camera, but it's right there. The other one is right there on the center line. There you can see it a little better now. But it does show up on this target, really stands right out. But I can't see it on the camera. But I can see it without looking at the screen that you're seeing. Both lines. Now that's 30 feet away in pretty bright sun out here. Gets this thing back in a tripod so it's not so shaky. I always get flashed with these things. I did find another tripod. And we're gonna run this now. Putting on them green glasses, maybe it's because these are darkened in the sunlight. It didn't really help me see the lines any better with them or without them. Okay, I've got both of them on in here, and they look kind of weird going across that ripply sheet. I keep blocking the, but it just doesn't show up as bright as it does out without the camera. Now, on pulse mode, if you push this button, I don't know if you're going to notice it, but it seems to dim a little bit. That's because apparently it's sending out a pulse. It's not a solid light. It gets a little brighter when you shut it off. I wish I had the receiver. As soon as I get that, I'll do another video on this. It really extends the view of this light. I'm going to shut this off so it quits flashing me. I had another brand laser. It was strictly a do-it-yourselfer and inside. This is made to use outside. It just doesn't show up on camera as bright as I can see it with my eyes. I didn't think that these green glasses really helped me at all. I don't know if it's my glasses, because when I go outside they darken. I don't know if that's the issue. He's back in here. So I don't scratch him up. But it does come with a lot of nice attachments that most do not have. I was really impressed with all the stuff that comes with this thing. And like I said, as soon as I get that, oh, this tag in his shirt's driving me nuts. As soon as I get the receiver, I'll let you see how well it works. That, you don't have to see the line at all. It works similar to this. Once the line hits the receiver, if it's down here, it's going to start beeping. And once you get up to center, it's a solid buzzing noise. So you can run this receiver up the side of the job you're working on, a building. And once you get a solid tone, then you could draw a line at the edge of this line going across. They really do help push the signal out a lot farther. It was extremely bright outside, and it was a little hard to see the line, especially on that light colored siding on my garage. But it did show up a whole lot better that I could see it than when I was looking at the camera. It just didn't show it. I forgot where all this stuff went. I really like that little I guess it would be a jack. So as soon as I get the rest of the parts for this thing, I will let you know. But for right now, I like the way it works. I hope whoever wins it will like the way it works. So until I get my receiver, that's all I'm going to do on this right now. They want to get it online as soon as they can for the big sale Amazon is having tomorrow and the next day. So until next time, work safe, have fun, and I'll talk to you soon. So long. I'm back, and I set up a little cardboard wall. I wanted to go over a couple issues that I totally missed. I had a little trouble turning this on, if you noticed. That's because I wasn't pushing the buttons hard enough. I did hear them click, but you got to push on them a little bit harder than what I was. Again, I'm going to push and turn on the unit. That does take a second or two. You have to push and hold it. And when it comes on, the lower line comes on first, and that is about a ½ inch off the floor, which will come in extremely handy for, I would think, laying ceramic tile to make sure you're getting them all at the same level on the floor as far as pushing them down. Now you push this again, you get the upper line like most all of them have, including the P3 machine like this one. This is the P4. Okay, I push this button again. The lower line comes on. Vertical lines, you can see this one's on. Push it again. That one shuts off and the second one turns on. The third push, they both come on. This remote, this thing really works nice. As far as turning these lines on and off, you can shoot back and forth on whatever lines you want on. This is, it sounds like a sales gimmick, but this really does work swell. Now, something else I wanted to mention that I totally forgot. On this machine, I'm going to shut these off. On this unit, on charging, you can either charge the battery in this charging base you get with the unit, or on this particular one, you can charge the battery inside of the unit, which the P3 you can't, as far as I remember. It's my fat fingers, it's kind of hard to get this little door open. Now I have a battery in it, and as you can see, I'm down to 2 lights. Plug this in, and it starts charging. It does charge in the unit. Now, if let's turn this on. We'll turn the lower line on so I don't get flashed. Now we're going to pop the battery out. This unit will continue to run without the battery, just on the charger. Most units do not do that. So if you happen to forget to charge your battery, and while you're using your second one, it goes dead, you can plug it in and continue using it while you're charging your battery. Nice feature on this unit. I did want to come back and mention that because I totally forgot about it. Again, that works on the mode where you can tip the unit and get the lines wherever you want them. I use it for putting stuff on a 45-degree angle. It works really great for that. And it also works when you turn it on to balance or self-leveling mode. I really like this thing, works extremely well. I think it says you can have this up to 4 degrees tilted before it starts hollering at you to level it out better. But that's it on that. I just wanted to make sure I let you know how you can charge the battery in different ways, and that you can use this without a battery in it at all. As it is right now, the battery is empty. But it didn't like that. It's still unlocked. There, now it won't holler. Nice little unit, I really like it. Longevity wise, I don't know, because I don't hang on to these. I give them away. Put this stuff back in the case before I forget about it. But I guess you would have to try it out yourself to really see what you think about it. It's on Amazon right now. They're having their Amazon days. And again, as soon as I get this receiver, I'll show you on a bright sunny day how well it still works using that receiver. So again, until next time, work safe, have fun, and I'll talk to you soon. So long.